On November 17th, 2018, John Allen Chau was killed on North Sentinel Island, a place where no one dares to go. Who was John and what happened to him? Before that, let's learn about the island. North Sentinel Island is in the Bay of Bengal and is controlled by India. The people living there are called the Sentinelese. They are a tribe that has lived on the island for thousands of years and have never left this place. They don't know anything about the modern world. The island is small, about 8 kilometers long and 7 kilometers wide. No one knows exactly how many Sentinelese people there are. It could be anywhere from 40 to 400. No one is allowed to visit the island. The Sentinelese attack anyone who tries to come close. They see outsiders as a danger. Because of this, the Indian government has decided to leave them alone, so they can live the way they want. Still, some people have tried to go there. One of them was John Allen Chau. John Allen Chau was 26 years old when he died. He was from Scottsboro, a city in the United States. He was a devoted Christian and wanted to share his faith with the people living there. He spent the next year planning how to reach the island. In 2017, he began training and even tried learning the tribe's language, even though no one actually knows what language they speak. But John did everything he could to prepare. John also trained to protect himself in case the islanders attacked him. But going to North Sentinel Island was extremely dangerous, almost like suicide. The tribe even attacks boats that come near and throws arrows or spears at helicopters flying above. Still, John planned to go alone. On October 11th, 2018, he arrived in India at a place called Port Blair, the capital of the Andaman Islands. There, he packed his bag with supplies and gifts for the islanders, including fish. He hoped this would help them become friends. He also carried medicine in case he got hurt. Visiting North Sentinel Island was illegal, but John had already made his plan. He paid about $400 to 2 fishermen to secretly take him to the island. John knew he was taking a huge risk, but he got into the boat anyway. The fishermen dropped him near the island and quickly moved their boat away, afraid the islanders might attack them. They stayed nearby, waiting for John to return. John stepped onto the island. Some of the islanders came toward him and looked surprised. He tried to talk to them, but they didn't understand him. He offered them some gifts, but they started getting angry. John realized it wasn't safe, so he ran back to the sea, signaled the fishermen, got into the boat, and left. A few days later, John returned to the island. This time, the islanders were angry when they saw him, but some of them were also laughing. John said he couldn't understand what the islanders wanted. He tried talking to them again, but they just laughed and spoke in their own language. He offered fish and other gifts, but then a young boy shot an arrow at him. The arrow hit his backpack. It could have hit him. John got scared. The islanders were clearly warning him not to come back, so John left once again. But it wasn't their fault. The Sentinelese don't know anything about the outside world. To them, anyone who isn't from their island is a threat. Still, John returned the next day, November 17th. But this time he never came back. What exactly happened to him remains unknown. The 2 fishermen who were waiting for John in the sea saw something terrible. The islanders were dragging John's body and later buried him near the shore. John had died. The fishermen returned and told one of John's friends, who then informed his family in America. Soon the news spread everywhere, and both the American and Indian governments got involved. It was reported that John, a 26-year-old, was killed by the Sentinelese, a tribe known for attacking outsiders with bows and arrows. Efforts were made to recover his body, but they didn't succeed. John is still buried on North Sentinel Island. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe for more.